cutting through the noise on LinkedIn. Your profile review in 10 minutes. Right. So working on the basis that we follow sequentially, and the first part of the series was about doing your banner and your contact information. The next part in this is we're going to talk about the other key elements that help people identify with you, such as your name, why you want to use just your name and not a whole bunch of letters, things that you probably never thought of, why you want to use the audio descriptor, particularly if you're dealing internationally. We're going to talk about your title, and I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how to find a better way for your title. So, again, this is going to be short, not too fast, but will help you understand the importance of the elements we're talking about. So over here, you can see I have my name. Notice next to my name, I have verified, and I have actually got a little audio file that allows me to record my name. This audio file is available for you on the mobile device. So go into the app and click on it and record your name. Hi, my name is, this is how you say it, and I focus on helping people build confidence and visibility and success on LinkedIn. Thank you for seeing my profile. If you have any questions, stop by. It's an 11-second clip, really easy. So if we go back into this little section here, where we look at the stuff on your profile. These are all things that you can edit to make changes. So we have the basic name. Over here, I have my audio recording. I cannot make it on the desktop. I can only remove it from the desktop. So make sure that you do actually record your voice and save it into your profile. It takes 10 seconds and it really makes life a lot easier. As we go down, you'll notice there's a custom pronouns. It's space to use on LinkedIn. If you want to use pronouns, feel free to use pronouns. If you want to use the space to mark it, you can type in the text that you want to do there. Then we come down to your headline. This is probably one of the things that most people break their heads on is, how do I come up with a LinkedIn headline that tells people what I do and gets people to engage with me? Bearing in mind that these characters are the first characters that you will see when you're scrolling through a newsfeed. So if I am in a newsfeed and I click on my home button and I scroll through and I go into, that's what I see. Okay. And then when I go into the comments, and this is going to be discussed later, this is where I see something. And you'll notice how when I look at these, when I look at that, you'll notice how some of them are broken off at the end. So you might want to consider having a complete 90 character, 90, little statement that allows people to engage with you. Turn your expertise skills into hobbies. So the challenge that a lot of people have is how? How do we get to this point? So if you go to your LinkedIn profile and you have hopefully received something by way of social proof. Now, when I talk about social proof, what I'm referring to is your recommendations, your testimonials. I'm sure you've received at least one or two video testimonials, written recommendations, email recommendations. It doesn't really matter. But what you need to do is take those recommendations. So go down. I've got a couple of recommendations. So we'll go down at the bottom in our recommendations section. Take your recommendations. Come on. Let's go back to my profile. And LinkedIn does love to mess people around. And we go into our recommendations. You now have a way that people speak to you. If you want to learn something about you, this is a gold mine of information. if you take this information and you use ChatGPT, I promise you it will melt your head. Let me show you. First thing we do is we open up a Google Doc, just a straightforward blank Google Doc, because I don't want all their information. All I want are the recommendations. So I can take this and I grab that text and I copy it and I paste it. Oh, there we go. Then I go back and I grab the next one. Let's grab that. I'll do a couple so you can see real time how easy this is. And we go, yeah. And we copy that and we put that. Yeah, I've got, let's get one more. Okay. So I take that. I've now created for myself a list of recommendations where people have told me in their words what they felt I did for them. I can now go select them all. I have a chat account. I have a paid chat account. So I will go to the paid chat account. I will use the new and improved one. And I will go to chat and I will say something along the lines of, help me define my LinkedIn title based on the following recommendations. That's it. Hit go. LinkedIn will come back. It'll think, because the chat GTP 01 will actually come back with a whole bunch of processes while it's going through, reading through everything, understanding what you need, understanding what you need to have, and bang, I now have 10 titles that I could possibly use, and I can mix and match them. That is a great starting point to building out your profile, to building out a title that in particular uses language that your customers use, that your prospects use. Very often when we're in LinkedIn, we're so close to the wood and the forest from the trees, I always get that wrong, that we're used to using our own language and using our own language to use our own jargon to promote the stuff. We know how to do that. That's why I always try to get people to use the language that their customers use. And then you can simply click on your pencil here, go down to your heading and copy and paste it in there. Okay. That's it. You have now taken care of what is effectively the most essential part of your LinkedIn profile. There are hundreds of settings that you can fiddle with and you can tweak and you can play with. Do you need to play with them? If you're bored and you want to learn more, absolutely get onto it. But the truth is, LinkedIn is an amazing tool for building relationships. But to build relationships, you need to kind of look the part. Your profile needs to be clean, complete. We will touch on your about section. We will touch on your featured section in the next clip. And what I'm going to show you is why you need to do certain things and why you should avoid certain traps, particularly LinkedIn traps where you will use too much. Always remember, your LinkedIn profile is a landing page. A landing page has one job: to get people to take action. You need to think about the user journey. You need to think about how they are engaging with you. You need to think about what it is that you are after. So in the next clip, we are going to focus on those two elements. So thank you for watching. And remember, if you have any questions around LinkedIn, connect with me on LinkedIn, DM me. I'll be more than happy to give you some pointers.